I built this DIY log rack in about 2 hours. Let me show you how I did it. My goal for today is to build a custom DIY log rack in this location. It's going to be 6 feet long by 30 inches high. It's going to go up right to the bottom of this windowsill by about 14 inches back to front. So back to front. And the goal is to also make it so I can break it down easily to move it during the warmer months to another part of my yard. So let's get this DIY log rack built. Okay, so I want to talk about the hardware that I'm going to be using to create this DIY log rack. I have 4 pieces of 1/2-inch iron pipe threaded on one side. I have 4 flanges, which are going to go into the threaded portion of these iron pipes, 1/2-inch. And those will be the feet of the actual log rack. I have some hole plugs, which are going to go, actually I have one already secured, go on top because this is going to be exposed. You'll see at the end that this side will be exposed, so that'll prevent rain or snow from getting inside. I have 3 more to make to put on the other 3. And finally, I have some set collars, and it'll be easier to show how I'm going to use those rather than to try to explain them right now. So let's go out to the actual wood and show you what I did already. Okay, so I actually cut 2 6-foot long, 16-inch width by 3/4 inch T111 pieces. This one's going to go on top, and that one's going to go on the bottom. And the threaded rods are going to come right up through those holes right there. I used a Forstner bit, this one here, to drill those. This was a 7/8-inch Forstner bit. You could use a spade bit, which is what I have here, but I didn't. I used the Forstner bit. And you can see the holes are on all 4 sides. So everything's just going to be sandwiched on top of each other. So these pieces here are pressure treated 1x6. You can see the holes are the same exact size as all the other holes. And these are what's going to keep everything square. And the actual set collars will be sitting right on top of, will be underneath these 1x6s. And everything will become crystal clear once I actually put this thing together in place. So let's do that now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to thread these 1/2-inch pipes into these flanges, and that's step 1. So it's a late September day. It's September 21st here in the White Mountains in New Hampshire, and it's really hot, and I really don't like it because we've already had cool weather, but it's supposed to cool down next week. So you just take the flange, which is it's called a 1/2-inch flange, and you're just going to screw it right into the bottom, the threaded portion of the pipe, until they're both flush. The pipe is flush with the bottom. So there's one. So let's do the rest. To run the pipe up through the holes all the way around, those 4. Just going to start with this one. There's one. What I'll do is I'll do the diagonal one here. Hopefully you can see it. Just running the pipe right up through A little bit of force to get it down. Okay, there's two. Now let me grab the third one. I'm going to run it up through this one. Might be easier just to do it on the side like this. Okay. Three. And this is the fourth one. Let's move this a little bit. Just gonna run it right up through here. Now we have the frame in place. So now what I did is I created these 1x6 pieces just to keep everything square before I put the top piece on. So I'm going to put the set collars on, but I want to show you how this is going to work. So it's just going to go down like this, but it's just going to slide down to the bottom if I don't have something holding it. So I'm going to put some set collars here, about halfway up, to keep to hold this 1x6 in place. So let me, I'm going to measure them out, show you real quickly. These are the set collars. You can get them at any Home Depot. All this stuff was purchased at a Home Depot or a Lowe's. They're just going to go right down, and I'm going to use kind of like an Allen wrench that will just tighten it right up against the pipe. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm tightening the set screw with, I have a set of, you call them Allen wrenches, although Allen wrenches are typically like L-shaped, but this is just something I bought years ago. Just got to find the right size, and you're just going to stick it right into the set screw and tighten. So that's not going anywhere, that's in good shape. So I just measure up the same amount all the way around. I think it's 15.5 at the center of the set collar. Yep, so I measured up 15.5 here as well. Now I'm going to put on this set collar. You may have to move them a little bit after the fact, but what this is going to do is keep everything square. Okay, there's two. Just to show you how this is going to work, I'm just going to take this piece, make sure it's the right way, and slide it right through the hole. So now you got kind of like a nice square frame. And don't forget, there's going to be a piece like this on top to keep it protected. So now let me get the other, let me put the other set screws in. Here it is, filled. I think it came out pretty nice. The final step is to add the plugs. I've already added this one. Hole plugs. Just a matter of popping them in so that water or snow doesn't get down there. You get the other two. Pops right in, fits a 1/2 inch hole, and that's it. So what's great about the cover is that it will keep the pipes nice and square, as well as this piece right here. So everything is square on that side and on this side. The cover is made basically just to keep the snow off. Wood needs air to dry, and just a little bit of cover, but the most important part about the cover is that it will keep everything squared up. Hope you enjoyed the video.